Welcome back to Widget Inc. and we are progressing through tier 6 and more today. So in the last video we managed to create quite a big factory. If you want to check that out, check out the video description and the pinned comment for the playlist for the whole playthrough. And today we will expand it even more. So let's take a look at the inventory first to see, how is our balance? And our balance is off because plastic can't keep up. So, yeah, now we can create plastic, and we have the blueprint option that we just unlocked, clone. So we can kind of copy the part of the factory and place it somewhere else. I'm just wondering if it scales well. Like, if we will get all the workers and the upgrades there, because that's really important. So let's get all the upgrades for this plastic extractor and see if that will help the situation. Probably not by much. We also can create the new tier of production here or there or somewhere. Let's make it here in the prairie. So that will be silicon extruder and processor lab and the mainframe assembler. As always, we should be able to get at least one automation option by default. So from the previous tier of resources, let's put it like that. Yeah, and after that we need to get the upgrade. So let's check out how this thing works. Extrude crystal. It's pretty simple. You just pull the slider to the right and it's giving us the resources. What about the processor lab? Insufficient charge. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Oh, so this can be exploited. So we pull this and we get the clicker option. Nice. So we can use this to our advantage for the manual crafting. Let's take a look at the main assembler. Oh, we just have to intercept the falling things now. Okay, that's curious. It's actually pretty fast and pretty easy. Doesn't require thinking at least, so that's already something. And the ratio is pretty fast as well. So I think like the slowest part for us will be this, because it takes a while to do that and the production time takes time as well. So let's optimize the production here. Then for the processor, I mean, it's pretty simple because we can use the clicker, and here we are only limited in silicon. And then this one, once again, pretty straightforward. You can do it, no problem. Yeah, the silicon will be our limiting factor here, and we still need more plastic. God damn it. Let's try to clone one of the plastic extractors and see if we, oh yeah, it's been copied straight away with all the upgrades, so that's really convenient, and we can make several of them just like that, and we will have all the upgrades moved out with them. That's really dope. Let's take a look at the oil production. Is it good enough? I think it keeps up, because last time we actually did a bit more of basic resource production buildings. So they should be able to keep up with the demand, so we should be good. Let's copy this building again, so we will have more of those basic silicon extruders. Too early for that. We are not there yet. So look at that, we have 27 silicon and automation options. I mean, manual labor, that can be quite efficient if you use the auto clicker. Should allow us to fully refine that in mere seconds. And now all we need to do is to catch the data streams and we are good. Although it's not so fast as well. You gotta catch 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 data streams in order to get one upgrade, which is like quite a while. So I was going to get like 1-to-1 ratio here. Anyway, we will need automation here too. And we can afford that because we have the resources. Obviously, over time, we would like to automate this thing as well, because, I mean, nobody want to do this manually. But for the time being, I think it will be more efficient to do it manually while we're upgrading other parts of the factory of the new production line. Because our goal is to actually maximize the production speed. So for that, we need to like do whatever we can to get it up and running to the max speed. Well, as soon as possible, basically. All right, now we clone another silicon extruder because that's what's limiting us right now, the silicon. Everything else can be done pretty fast. So now when we have silicon extruder, 2 of them ready for action, and mainframe assembler working as well, I don't know, do we want to... I think we want to get additional assembler, and then we will get automation for the processor, because this thing is fast. Like, we can do it manually, no problem. And the limiting factor here is still silicon, and I want to like kind of get a head start here. So let's clone the mainframe. There we go. Are workers in place? I have no idea. Well, they will be there at some point. So how is our production looking? Everything is nice so far. Nothing is lacking. We are good. This thing is maxed out as well. So now we are only limited in those cheap production, and we can do that. We can actually automate it now, because we did most of other things, and now it won't really hurt us. It will actually help us, because I don't want to do it all the time, right? Meanwhile, let's take a look at the research. So what can we get to speed up the production of the rest of the resources? Well, there are a bunch of upgrades, and we can get them all, so let's do that. Also, we can get the factory must grow, which will make things cheaper for every additional building, but it's pretty expensive by itself, so I think I will get it like the last. Okay, and for the previous tier of upgrades, we have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, basically different placement options. Oil field. Okay, that will be interesting. So I'll just get all the upgrades, order them, because well, I can, and optimize the production of the rest of my buildings. Warehouse shelf doubles warehouse storage capacity again. I think that is all. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I've ordered all the upgrades available. And now we still need to do some manual stuff here. And this is fun that even with the manual production, we're still lacking the silicon extruders, because silicon production requires, like, we need way more of it. Let's put it like that. The sand is okay, although, so I was wondering maybe we like sand for that, but no, we're good. Yeah, I think next time we will tier up. I will wait with the research unless I will get like 4 or 5 production buildings of each type, because it's getting slower and slower, and I really want to speed up the production, and there is no way to do that right now. Let's see, where is our new building? Our new building is way below the research, so let's actually put it back up, because this is more important. Mainframe widget. Do we actually consume processors for the tech tree? We consume a lot of stuff. Maybe that's the reason why we're not getting the production going. God, yeah, we're not getting any of those here, even though it's at the top position. So it should be before everything else. But I guess the problem is that they don't get to the production buildings, which is weird. That's not supposed to happen, I think. Yeah, I think so. So let's cancel all them, because this is not what we want for us, for our production. Oh, what I want though is to get more storage buildings. So we need more warehouses. Where are they? And I want like, what was that for? Let's get the upgrade here. Let's select the new tier. And now we will copy it. And there we go. It's been copied with all its settings. So now we can store plenty of higher tier stuff that will help us to optimize the production. So what do? We will just keep copying the production buildings, because that's what we need for the faster production cycle. And right now we actually need to get more mainframe assemblers, because widgets are lacking, but we have the processors and the silicon, because they were stored in the research tree. Everything else seems to be okay, so that's good. And with those automations in place and more production buildings, I think like everything will become better. We will be able to speed up the production and everything. Silicon production is 4.0, while consumption is 2.0, so we're double the requirement for this. Microprocessors, on the other hand, are lacking quite a lot, so we need like 2 more of those buildings, and well, yeah, and we will need even more, so I would like to copy more of those, because we are getting more and more factories down the road, and then we would like to copy some of the silicon buildings, I think. Alright, there we go. So we should be able to handle it pretty well right now. We just need to wait for all the upgrades to finish, and I'm doing the most fun thing in the game, mini games. And yeah, it will take a while before we will able to finish up the queue that we started, because take a look at this. That's a lot of things to do. Oh, we can keep it up open and keep track of it while doing mini games. So we will know that what we do actually pays off. So we are doing it for the reason. And we can see our results growing right here. And maybe, even at some point when the automation will kick in, we won't have to do the manual labor anymore, because it will be pretty useless with the automation production rate. So far processor production should be at a good rate, so we don't really need to do it anymore, I think. That should be enough. Silicon, on the other hand, is running out, and we have the silicon in the queue as well. So that should add to our production speed and reliability of our production lines. But yeah, we have the new issue. We lack circuit boards, the normal production things from the previous year, because we scaled our production quite a lot. Where are they? Circuit boards, there we go. So we need more of that. We need more computational widgets. How do we make circuit boards though? These circuit fabricators do that. So we need additional layer of those, and we can copy. Wait, we can somehow copy the entire row and place them just like that. There we go. That's fast. That's a good way to scale up your production. Oh, what the hell happened? Will it help though? Pretty much, but we need more power now. We need more everything. Like, some things are dripping out right now. So let's copy the power building, and it has to be next to the oil. So something like that will do. Damn, it's way faster than before, just by copy and pasting it. So even with the additional upgrades that we made, our production of circuit boards is still not enough, and our production of computational widgets is not enough as well. We need to make additional line of those. And we don't have resources for that, so we have to wait a bit. Okay. And I think it's time for us to do the research. Actually, it's time to get the upgrades up and running. So we will start with what we lack right now, right? Those things. Here for production building. Since they are lacking right now, I think that's the best start for us. Then we will get to the current tech, because that will allow us to get more of those research. And we need the factory must grow as soon as possible as well, because we can scale the factory better. And we should have enough production right now to finish all of those. So let's order the rest of them. And we can kind of schedule more production buildings along the way, just like we did before. Before we actually had to cancel it, because everything is getting so goddamn expensive. Inflation in the game as well. Oof. So I can upgrade the plastic extractors right now. But do I need that? Plastic is good. Now we're lacking oil. Oh my god. Let's copy the oil buildings. And there's a huge swamp right here. So I think this will be a good place for oil factories. Well, that should solve the situation here. The issue. Yeah, we need more circuit boards. Placement bonus. When surrounded on all sides by frames or impassable terrain. So, circuit fabrications work better when they are surrounded by things. Interesting, that's convenient. This one has to be placed adjacent to an oil field. This one, we don't really know. Let's just get upgrades for those buildings. And that's 100% productivity, by the way, that's a lot. So we don't want to have any empty slots around them. We can do that. But I don't want to surround them with the plastic extractors, because they have to go towards the oil deposits. And we will do it somewhere here, I guess. Yeah, we can place one oil and surround it with those things. So it has to be surrounded by something else. And I really don't want to mess up my production. So we will have... hard to say, because I don't want to kind of merge them with something else. And we're still lacking the circuit board. So we need to speed up that stuff. Let's get more computational engines. Let's copy that and place them here. So that should boost most of them. And in the corners, well, I don't know. Let's get more capacitors. And whatever. Let's just make it like this. And copy this one and place it here. Ah, no, it won't work. This is bad. This is bad. No, we don't need that. That's against our rules. So it has to be next to two battery assemblers, but no other capacitors. So it has to be like that. Can I decimate it? I don't think that I need it. Anyway, did it solve the situation here with the circuit boards? Yes. Copper ingots, on the other hand, Totally messed up. So let's copy the copper and we need to place it in the forest. So let's create the forest copper production facility right here. We might need to get more of those because once we will get the copper up and running, I'm pretty sure the next resource will follow the downfall. Batteries, we need more batteries now because we created more of their counterpart production buildings. So I wonder what we can boost right now. Thinking cores. Those things. Well, those guys, their attack for their upgrades, but we will have to totally rearrange that right now because their bonuses are separate from what we have. Oh yeah, batteries. How do we get more batteries now? Circuit boards and everything. They consume copper ingots. That's why we need more copper forges. Copper forges consume... they only consume copper ore, so it's pretty easy. I think we need to copy those as well. That's a lot of construction going on, guys. Crazy. But over time, it should complete itself. I mean, the pretty cool thing that factory must grow is under production right now, so that when it will finish, things will get cheaper to scale. Because right now, like, it's getting more and more expensive. Let's put it like that. We don't want to scale it like that, like we're doing right now, basically. So things are getting better. Our copper ore production is barely keeping up. Our copper ingot production is barely keeping up. Computational widgets, not enough. We need more circuit boards. They have been produced, so we need more computational widgets right now. Okay. The art of balancing. All right. Yeah, that's what we need. Because I think it's been used for, for other higher tier stuff. So we need more of those. And I think I will just surround one circuit fabricator with computational engines. Increase productivity by 15% when not adjacent to another computational engine. Okay, not good, not good. So we have to move some of them out. And I think we can do it like that. We can kind of move one of those away. And split them like that. I know that those plastic extractors are not in their highest productivity tier. Like, they're not good right now. But that will boost the circuit fabricators, and I'm happy about that. And the rest of those, I mean, 25% isn't that much. And if we want it, we can just move them, I don't know, somewhere here. So they can happily craft us more plastic from the oil field. There we go. Cheap way of optimizing your production, guys. We still need more copper ingot production. Even right now, it's not enough. Those are keeping up right now. That's pretty cool. But for how long? And at what cost? So let's get more of those. That was fast. So copper forges are up and running. Is it enough? It should be good enough. But it's not. Jesus. How many of those things do you need? I'll give you more. I'll give you more of that. There we go. That's a lot of production. Are we done with the factory must grow? Yeah. Does it help us? Not that much. The price here is insane. And now we need even more batteries and stuff because we order that many construction high tier ones and got so many upgrades we have to do. So let's go. Is there an option to upgrade all? I'm just upgrading everything I can because why the hell not? And that's a lot of clicking and a lot of upgrades. We have 138 stuff being queued up over here for the upgrades and everything. That will take forever. But on the bright side, we are pretty good with most of the things over here other than computational widgets and thinking core. And I think thinking core need computational widgets. So that's why we have that issue. Computational widgets are being produced in computational engine. So let's get more of them. And they need to be anywhere, just not next to each other. So I already screwed up. This one has to be here, something like that. For higher productivity. Okay, it's up. I like how everything is being built up really fast here. All right, those we get 3 more, so that's like 50% more production right now. And we're finally getting those things up. And we're finally getting the thinking cores up. And that, in the end, will increase the production of everything else because microprocessors use that. And that's how the game is getting. That's why I love those production factory games. because here production chains are getting more and more complicated over time, and if you screwed up somewhere early on and you're like, we're good, it will kick you in the butt later down the road because it relies on the basic things. This is really good. I like that. It works well. So what's that new upgrade here? We can get more glass. I don't really need more glass right now. Or do I? No, not really. We need more iron production though, because this one is kind of fluctuating quite a lot, and maybe a bit more basic widgets. I'm not sure why we're wasting them that fast, but we have plenty of upgrades going. That's pretty cool. So things are picking up right now. Oh yeah, and we can optimize our production here, so maybe we don't need to create more stuff because we can just upgrade the current buildings. That will do. Does it cost like the next tier upgrade? Microprocessor. So yeah, the higher tier upgrades require higher tier resources. So that's pretty interesting. You don't just rely on the lower tier tech anymore. All right, everything is upgraded. Our factory grows. Our inventory is in a pretty good state. We don't lack anything. We lack more thinking cores, but we need to place them far away from everything else, basically, for them to work better. So something like this. They are pretty lazy guys. They don't want to work with others. There we go. That should speed up the production. Those Tesla coils, same stuff. They are solitary, but they want to be together with another Tesla coil. Am I right? No. When adjusted to exactly 2 other Tesla coils. Okay. Bunch of 3. Not like that. I'm sorry that I misunderstood you guys. Now that's better. What do we place in the middle? We can get 1 core foundry in the middle. Looks cool, right? Not so efficient, but looks really cool. What about the integrators? We don't know. Still no technology for that. Whoa. Iron ore is going down. Sand is going down. Everything is going down because we just upgraded other buildings. That increased the productivity. And now we need to keep up by making more of the basic buildings. And I really don't want to run out of anything, because that will be painful to recover. What else? Oil. Ooh, everything is down. But that's only because our production ratio increased. That's only because things got faster. And do you remember the amount of upgrades we had to do? They're all done. We finished all the research. So obviously, we progress quite a lot and quite fast. Mainframe widget. Is it the one we're making here? Yeah. Here 6 items. Yeah. Why we only have 100? Is it like... it's not the limit in the storage, it's the limit in our production now. I was like, ooh, I built the storage, why it's not there? Because... And yeah, we can't really keep up with the production, so we need more basic widget factories. One other widget factory, so they can be around something else. And we need spinning widget factories, and we need capacitor widget factories, and we need a lot of things. Things escalate quickly. Look at that, our factory is growing rapidly. I wonder, what's this? City? Ooh, that's interesting. And we have unlocked some area around randomly. Okay. Okay, let's optimize the hell out of it. This won't work, they're way too close. I was too greedy. Something like this will work? Yeah. So we have solid, well, like 30% extra basic widgets, but we will need to create more spinning widgets as well. And that will probably put us all back, and we can actually place them here, in those empty areas. They just have to be next to the rocks. So that should do. All right, now computational widgets. We actually added some more, but that wasn't enough. What can we do to make it better? We can make like this layer down here, and that should give us enough capacitor widget production out of this production line, basically. I never expected that I will have to expand it that much, to be honest. I thought that we're good, but it doesn't seem so. I think we need to get more gyroscopes, so we need to add second part of this factory. Something like this. No? Don't like that? Okay. How about this? Bam, instantly. That's cool. I'm surprised that my iron production is still not enough. That's a huge production line for the iron. Let's expand it a bit. And it's still not enough. Even, oh my god, we need more iron ore now. Wow, scaling is really getting out of hand now. And it's only, what, tier 6. And we are not, like, we're mid technology right now. At least we have the clone option that will allow us to just copy things instead of manually working on that. God, we need even more. There you go, bunch of iron mines. Enjoy. Enjoy. A lot of iron mines. I think I know what I want. No. I wanted to add iron smelters and put those circuit fabricators in the middle, and that's a bad idea because they have to be like a huge chunk of those, basically. How can we mass move? I think I want to move them away from here to make a huge factory somewhere far away, because I want to expand them. That will keep the placement bonus, but this place is very limited. So where is cancel construction? We can select all, hold control, and relocate all the buildings. So let's see, select all, and where do we want them? Let's say here. This is a good spot. Press Ctrl, click. Oh, nice. All right, and now we can copy and add additional layers of iron production if we want. And the one in the middle will get the most benefit, like the crazy bonus. Still not enough. Still not enough, but I'm doing my best. Can we rotate? Now widget factories are taking their place. My god, this is getting ridiculously huge. Alright, so iron is good, iron ingot is good. Basic widget is okay. Gyroscope and spinning widgets are not okay, even though we just scaled the production up quite a lot. So we need to add one more of those, I guess. Alright, let's place them here. And we need more widget spinners next to the stone and ore and that kind of stuff. Okay, that should do the trick. That will cost us a lot of spinning widgets though. How many do we have? For the basics, we have already 59 iron mines, 30 iron smelters, and 26 widget factories. That's crazy. For tier 2, we are falling behind a bit, but we are still really high on the count, and I think we will need sand soon. Because the glass foundry should consume most of that, and we should be really low on glass and sand really soon. But we're holding on so far. Spinning widgets are being created like crazy, but they are being used straight away for the construction, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we can optimize this, by the way, by adding one of those at the top as well. There we go. So now we need more basic widgets because spinning widgets consume the basic ones. Gyroscope production is just right for this ratio, so we will just need to get more of those. We can place them anywhere. They just have to be disconnected from other buildings of this type. Something like this, something like this, more, and we will add crap ton of them everywhere. Actually, yeah, it's okay. So production is 200 right now, while consumption is 190. We should be okay. The iron ingot consumption is pretty high, but I think it's kind of balances itself over time. We are good in spinning widgets. Now we need more capacitor widgets and more of those capacitor banks and batteries and that kind of crap. Because this one is running low, and because of that we can't really get our higher tier production. Although, we can unlock the next technology tier, because our mainframe widgets are on a really high level right now. So let's go to the tech tree and unlock tier 7 technologies. 4 hours, 21 minutes. What do we have here? Auto upgrade. Unlock option to feature that automatically purchase a missing upgrade for one of your frames every 2 seconds. That's really, really nice. Blitz upgrade, lightning upgrade. So that will allow us to forget about the upgrades. That will be really convenient. Uranium mine, fuel rod assembler, nuclear power plant. It produces power, but different or the same. I don't know. and cloud digitalizer. So I'm really curious if it's like the same type of power. Power here. All right, let's create the new buildings. Uranium mine. We don't know where it have to be. Yeah, we really have no idea what's the right thing to do. What the hell is this? Ruins. Jesus. So yeah, let's create uranium mine right here. Road, power plant, and cloud digitalizer. Once again, auto miner in each building because we can. Because not everything... Wow, that's complex. Not everything has to be manual. Oh my god, that will be complicated. So uranium mine. I press this, nothing happens. I press and hold, and it mines. Alright, so we press and hold, and it will give us 1 uranium. That's very slow, and it consumes 4 power. Okay, boring. Next one, refine uranium. What do we need to do? One is working automatically already. So we just throw it here. Alright, what if it will fall down? What will happen? Oh, it will just fall down everywhere. That's convenient. I like that. Let's go. Oh, do we need to move it there? Refine uranium. Insert uranium. How? What? Oh my god. Is it Angry Birds? Look at that. We have to carry it and drop there. Oh, this is so fun. I mean, weird, but fun at this. Oh my god, that will take forever. It's not like that easy. If you handle it carefully, it will do, but you gotta be really careful about that. All right, refine uranium. Let's go. And there we go. Oh my god, that will be forever. It's fun. It's a fun mini game, but it will take a long time to do that. So this is the worst so far. All right. I mean, it's fun, but the worst in terms of automatic productivity. Now, raise control rods. We're making the power out of the rods. It's still the same power. Start reactor. And it gives us 39 power. Then we adjust the settings again and we get more power out of it. Okay, so that will give us power. We have our own source of power right now. We're okay. We have plenty of electricity production. And here, we will need mainframe widget and power to create the cloud widget. So we can kind of miss out on all that. That's additional power production line. But we can just use cloud digitalizer in order to get those cloud widgets. So let's do that. We'll start with automation of this process. And what do we need to do? Oh my god. Do you remember how I said good that it's not a memory game in the last video? Now we have the memory game. We have to remember which buttons were lit and press them again in order for it to work. Oh my god, it's pretty fast and it's pretty simple as well. It's not like the most complex game ever. But still, look at that, I screwed up. Yeah, still it requires some focus and it's pretty slow as well. But it's not as slow as producing the rods or power. I don't remember. Rods, I think. That was the slowest one. Yeah, I think the issue here that the production of those widgets is very power hungry. So we will just run out of our basic power now if we will keep doing that. So what do we need to do? We need to optimize this production line. Source. So yeah, I remember this one was boring, so let's automate this one. That was very slow, so let's automate that one. And this one is just... Maybe. Let's automate this one. I mean, why not? And we lack power already. That's how power hungry the thing is. And we don't really have enough rods. How long does it take to produce some? We're good in terms of ore, sort of. Oh, so when we leave, those things disappear? No, they don't. Why? Maybe they do disappear after some time. And it still takes electricity to produce the rod, by the way. So it's not like free. It takes a lot of different resources. The rods are being used so. Where? Gyroscope and cloud widgets, okay. Fuel rods, they're being used here in order to create more power from the fuel rods. What do we need here? We need the cloud widgets. Let's cancel this for now. And now just focus on getting the power so we can get more of those cloud widgets. So yeah, it's hard and pretty expensive. So what can we do here? We can increase the productivity, that will improve the efficiency. For the previous tiers, do we need anything here? Are we good? I think we're pretty much good here. The power production is low because, well, yeah, now we require more of that. Can we do the research for the power? No, this is maxed out right now. So right now that power source is obsolete because this one is way superior. So I think we need to focus on the rod production first, and then on the power generation, and then on the ore extraction, and then on the production of those. Auto upgrade is a thing as well because I don't want to bother with it myself. But at this point, it makes sense to have it. Honestly, I changed my mind. It's too expensive right now, so we will have to wait. And I want to copy one of those fuel rod assemblers because it's slow. And this is like the slowest part for us. We still have the ore, we have the fuel rod. Well, we don't have the fuel rods. But nuclear plant is ready to work, but it needs more fuel rods to work more efficiently, so that's like the requirement. It will cost 14 fuel rods to increase the crafting speed by 50%. So. And 9 cloud widgets, which we don't have. But we're getting there at some point. We can throw a lot of ore here. Maybe eventually it will automatically get into that thing. If we will just throw a lot. I hope I won't break the game. The good thing that it's not being consumed unless it's being put into the actual building. Into the actual production cycle. Yeah, the problem that we're facing right now that sooner or later we will run out of ore because our rod production ratio is faster than the ore production right now. And I won't be able to finish this, but I think this is a meta way of producing the fuel rods. I will try it. Wait, let me create 2 more of those. And get back here. Let's go, meta ore production. Not enough ore already. Oh no, my ore disappeared. Oh. Alright, I've placed more mines, so now we should get better influx of ore and we should be able to get this technology up and running. I think it will work. We're getting there, guys. We're really close to our goal of auto-loading uranium into the refined uranium thing. There we go. That's the layer that we need. Keep pushing. That's a lot of uranium here. It's not falling anymore at this point. It's just trying to push out. This is hilarious. Let's go. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's there we go. There we go. That's the technology that we need. We just fill the room with uranium and then we will refine it into the rods. But by the time we'll get there, we'll have way too many of the auto-produced rods, so we won't need it. But the fact that it's possible to do is everything that I need to see and prove. I want to fill the whole room with this ore. I hope it won't cause the nuclear meltdown or something. I can imagine the pressure here with that amount of ore being pushed out. Right, we're getting close to filling the room with it. I think we will be able to cause a nuclear reaction right in this room because of the gravitational force, the force of pushing things together. Okay, we're getting there. And it looks really weird. It looks like we have some infestation here of some parasites or something because they are slowly crawling around the room. And this looks a bit disgusting, if you ask me. What do you think? Do you like this? Do you think it's epic way to farm the rods? Yeah, I think we're done. Look at that. Fantastic. Now, we can't even press the button. Why? Because I don't know. We can't move any of them. We can't press the button. Because it's like behind those ore pieces. Maybe because the storage is full as well, but I'm not sure. But that looks epic. I'm glad that I did it. Totally proud of myself. Anyway, let's continue. We didn't need that, but what we need is more of this, of this, of this, of this. Expanding, basically, for even more power. And we will need bunch of those warehouses for the new tier of production. So that's tier 7. Now we can store loads of fuel ore uranium, rods, and that kind of stuff. Should be good. What about our inventory and the balance of resources? Previous tiers are okay. I mean, they don't really affect anything that much. They increase power. Yeah, power is not okay. They increase power production, but other than that, they don't really affect anything. And the cloud widget is being produced, but slowly. But yeah, that's pretty easy to explain. We are now working on the power production already, so all the roads are in place. We still need more uranium mines, I think, because right now the consumption is way higher than the production. So let's create a copy of this and see how it will go. But yeah, we have some rods in the storage that will give us a bit of boost for the productivity once we will get all the nuclear power plants in place with all the upgrades to get extra energy. So we managed to do some research here for our technology, for like stuff for ore production and the actual nuclear power plants, and things are getting better, and we're finally getting some uranium production that will be higher than the consumption. That means we have more fuel rods. That means that we will be able to get more cloud widgets, which are being saved up right now. That means that we did all the upgrades, although the power is still suffering. It's still not there, and we need to get even more production of those things. I want to balance it out though. I'm not sure if it's balanced right now. We need a bit more fuel rod and uranium for those power plants, I think, because they're not being saved up. So let's create one of those and one of those. Still not enough. Production of uranium is good though, but rod production is not, and it doesn't really concern the lower tier production things. So let's try this. Maybe they can go 1-to-1 ratio now. The 1-to-1 ratio seemed to work well, which is pretty good because it will be easier to scale. But regarding the amount of fuel rod factories to nuclear power plants, I'm not sure, because the ones we have here seems to be okay, but in reality I think it's not enough, because yeah, we don't really stockpile them, but the numbers say that it's good enough. So we have like what, basically we have 1.5 rod production built into one nuclear power plant. So that means if we will add 2 more of those, we can add 1 more of power plants. That will be expensive. Should we do that? Well, I think we should anyway. Can we get any better research? We don't need that because all those resources are not being used right now. Yeah, it seems to work well right now. So let's just scale it. So 2 more of those and 1 more of these. Something like that. That's a guaranteed result, basically. So even with that huge production line for the power, we are barely constructing any cloud widgets here, because first of all it's slow, and second it requires more power, and sometimes we just run out of it. So let's take a look if it works properly right now at the full capacity. Not enough power again, so we have those notifications from time to time. Maybe this one will help, but yeah, basically we don't really have enough production of power. Even here we have like 339. Maybe the right way to go is to actually get more oil power plant, because I don't know, they're pretty cool and pretty cheap, but they don't add that much to the power production because they produce only 1 power per oil. Well, actually 3 right now, yeah, somewhere between 2 and 3 per oil, while this one produces 50. So we need like 20 of those to replace one of the nuclear power plants, and it's expensive because construction price is getting higher and higher, and the price will be way too steep. So let's take a look at the tech tree. What else we can upgrade using the Tier 7 technology? We have some stuff we can... Oh, nice. We have several upgrades that we can get. Most interesting for me are like structure things. So this one improve productivity of silicon to 20% when placed next to one sand pit. Extrovert, like integrator, is good when it's next to the core foundry, and the problem here that those guys need to be close to Core Foundry, while Core Foundry don't want to be next to anyone. So we have to sacrifice one of those and surround it with these. Let's actually get upgrades for all of those. I really like to kind of get those placement puzzles and solve them. So while things here are good, we can actually scale them a bit more with this, and I think we can get additional reactor now, something like that. While the things are going, oh, what's that? Upgrades, but we have auto upgrade research already. I finished it, so now every 2 seconds it should be done automatically. It should be order. I think it should be ordered or something. I'm not sure. So now we need to place what exactly next to Core Foundries? Those integrators. So basically we get one Core Foundry. Let's move those guys here, and we get one Core Foundry, place it in the middle. That will give them the bonus, and then we just surround it with them, and that should do the trick. Core Foundry won't get the bonus, but all of them will, and I mean it's a good payoff, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, those things take forever to finish. Let's get additional cloud digitalizer or whatever this thing is. I can't speak anymore, and I want to prioritize it over everything else so it can suck all the energy of my base, because right now our energy production is just a bit higher than the consumption, just a little bit, but that's enough for us to get more cloud widgets, and they will push our production and our technology forward. We basically increased production by 50% already, obviously because there were 2 and now it's 3. One of those produced 1 cloud widget per minute. Can we wait? Didn't we did the upgrade for this? Oh no, we didn't. We have a couple of upgrades for it that will make it more efficient. How come I missed them? Yeah, I think once we will upgrade them, we will have 50% more speed, so we will need 50% more power, so we will need to extend this quite a lot. Is it balanced right now? It doesn't seem that we have enough uranium. And we obviously don't have enough fuel rods ever. But it seems to be working kind of okay. So let's, I don't know, let's add one more of those on the left and take a look if that will overcome the consumption. Because it seems like 1-to-1 ratio is too good to be true. Actually, it's pretty easy to see. It's hard but easy at the same time, because here you can see it like that it will take 4 power to produce 1 uranium. And when you place the auto builder, when you order it, there we go, when you order it, you can see, oh my god, it's auto building, minus 1 uranium every 12 seconds, so you can see the production rate. And this one makes it 50%, so it will be every 6 seconds. Then we can see the same stuff on the rod assembler, and that's how you can calculate things. And usually 1-to-1 should be good, because I think for the rod assembler it's kind of the same. Let's get one. So okay, yeah, come on, every 12 seconds, same, but it requires 1 ore, so it should be 1-to-1 ratio basically. This will just increase the crafting speed, the same way that increases, like this thing increases it here, which should work pretty well in 1-to-1 ratio. Now here, we have 1 fuel rod for 39 power every 12 seconds again. I'm pretty sure about that. And why the hell we don't have enough? Because it should be like 1-to-1-to-1 ratio, but it's not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in every building. Why is that? Let's check. Let's build additional reactor and take a look. Every 6 seconds. That's why. So this one is 2 times faster. And because of that, it consumes like double the resources. So we need 1 for every 2 of those. It's not 1.5. So the production line should look like this, I think, in order for them to be most effective. All right, I'll add additional layers. And I have no idea why it's supposed to be like that using the math, but in reality, it's not. I don't think it will work like that. Well, I mean, it won't hurt anyway, right? Since we need to do it anyway. Oh yeah, and we are lacking the capacitor widgets now and circuit boards because we're really overextended here a bit. And I have no idea what's the production rate for power plant, because I don't want to build another one But it seems to be every 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it should be every 6 seconds. So it should be one for each nuclear power plant. But the thing is, the consumption here is 99 power, while this one produces 39, and buffed it's 51. So that's why it's like 2 per each of those. So something like this. All right, and we should be able to afford one more open. That's how we're scaling things mathematically. Well, right now I will just let it run idle a bit. I will keep the production going and optimize some things, and we will be back later with the next year, because we unlocked most of those things. Optimizations are in order. Some of those upgrades give us small bonuses, but I really like that we can get them automatically right now. Those silicon things, where are they? I don't even remember. Yeah, those silicon things have to be placed next to the sand, mainframe, and processors. There are no research here to make them better right now, not at this tier. We will just boost their production and all, but we can't really place them right yet. I'll just order all the research available in order to have them, well, available, and max out my productivity for those things. Some things are maxed out already, like first tier is pretty much maxed out, and it won't get any better from here. So it has to be scaled with more buildings, and yeah, it's pretty expensive. And this is how our factory looks now. It's pretty big already. I like that we're getting some patterns here and there. It looks good, but overall it's still in the middle of its path. It's not done yet. Anyway, guys, let me know what do you think of this video down below in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and check out the video description for the playlist for the rest of the series. And I would appreciate your like and subscribe in order to promote the video in YouTube algorithm, and check out my other YouTube channels if you like my content for more gaming stuff. It's Kosh Gaming, Kosh Idol, Kosh Mobile. 3 of the channels. That's crazy. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.